Good day to each of you. I hope you are having fun and learning something new each day. In the Super Sciences series we have studied how living organisms are classified or grouped. Watch these lessons to get more understanding of these topics. You will remember that the invertebrates and vertebrates are the two main groups of animals. In this video, we will explore the most important characteristics of two invertebrate animal groups. You will remember that invertebrates do not have backbones and may have an exoskeleton or hydrostatic skeleton. All invertebrate animals are cold-blooded animals. At this stage of your understanding, we will only study the phylum Arthropoda and the Phylum Mollusca. You need to know that there are many other phyla of invertebrate animals too. Phylum Arthropoda, or the Arthropods, is made of four main classes. Class Insecta, Class Crustacea, Class Arachnida, Class Diplopoda. The word Arthropoda means jointed legs. All arthropods have legs that are jointed. Arthropods also have segmented bodies. Their bodies may be divided into head, thorax, and abdomen, or only a cephalothorax and an abdomen. Arthropod animals all have exoskeletons made of chitin. The exoskeleton will molt during the animal's life cycle. Class Insecta, or the insects. There are more insects on planet Earth than any other animal group. Here are some examples of insects. The insects have three body divisions: the head, thorax and abdomen, and three pairs of legs. A good example of an insect is the locust. Look at the simple classification of the locust. Study this diagram of the external structure of the locust body. Animals like the crabs, crayfish, prawns, and the woodlouse are examples of class Crustacea. Crustaceans have bodies that are divided into a cephalothorax and abdomen. The cephalothorax is the head and thorax joined together. All crustaceans have 5 pairs of legs. Here is a simple classification for a crab. Study the external features of the crab's body. All spiders, scorpions and ticks belong to class Arachnida. The arachnids' bodies are divided into the cephalothorax and abdomen. These animals have 4 pairs of legs. The baboon spider is a South African spider. Here is a simple classification of the baboon spider. In this diagram, you can study the external characteristics of the top side of the baboon spider. All the millipedes are members of class Diplopoda. The diplopods are animals that have 2 pairs of legs per segment. There are many kinds of millipedes that are found all over the world. In South Africa, a millipede is often called a shangololo. The word illipede means millions of legs. In reality, millipedes do not have millions of legs. Millipedes have bodies that are divided into the head, thorax and abdomen. It is important to know that millipedes are not the same as centipedes. Centipedes belong to another arthropod class. Study the classification and this diagram of the external side view of a millipede. We will now consider the phylum Mollusca. Here are some examples of the many types of mollusk animals. Mollusk animals need to live in a very wet habitat. Mollusk animals have a body that is supported by a hydrostatic skeleton. They also have a thick layer of skin called a mantle. There are many classes of mollusks. We will only talk about class Arthropoda. The word gastropoda means stomach foot. It looks as though these animals move on their stomachs. Some gastropods have shells. Other gastropods, like slugs, do not have a shell. The body of the garden snail may be divided into the shell, head and muscular foot. The shell protects the organs like the lung, heart and digestive system. Take a gander at the classification and external structure of the garden snail. That was a lot of information. Let us summarize what we have learned about invertebrate animals. Invertebrate animals do not have backbones. Invertebrate animals may have an exoskeleton or a hydrostatic skeleton. Phylum Arthropoda and Phylum Mollusca are two examples of invertebrate groups. Arthropod animals have jointed legs, segmented bodies and exoskeletons made of chitin. Class Insecta animals have bodies that are divided into head, thorax and abdomen and have 3 pairs of legs. Class Crustacea animals have bodies that are divided into the cephalothorax and abdomen and have 5 pairs of legs. Class Arachnida animals have bodies that are divided into the cephalothorax and abdomen and have 4 pairs of legs. Class Diplopoda animals have bodies that are divided into the head, thorax and abdomen and have many legs. Phylum Mollusca has animals that live in wet habitats, hydrostatic skeletons and a mantle under the skin. Class Gastropoda may have shells and move on a muscular foot. Try this activity. Draw the following table. Compare the different groups of invertebrate animals mentioned in this video.